Well, actually, the book, that's not even what happened. This is what freaking happened in the book. I freaking cannot stand that. Hey guys, welcome to episode the lucky 7 of season 2 of Two Cold Brews. I'm your co-host Allison.
And I'm Colleen. Welcome to episode 7. I know.
I love how you always just repeat yourself.
Because it just sounds wrong.
Welcome. So yeah. Okay.
Woo! Leave me alone.
Just like 5 sentences every single time when we record the intro.
I know.
It's getting late. I'm tired, but
as when you're listening to this, it will be September.
It'll be September 13th.
Yes.
So September 13th, you guys, we are in Vancouver
with our sweetener. And so
we're going on a girls' trip.
Mm-hmm.
When you're listening to this, we're actually on our girls' trip.
Yep. So you won't see any episodes on September 20th and 27th, which would be episode 8 and 9. Right?
So the next episode will be on October 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So your girls are just taking a little break, if you guys want to recap of what happened.
Yes. And so, listen, we trying to plan out and record more before our trip, but we literally have no time.
No time.
We have no time.
No time.
So...
And then on top of that, when we get back that weekend...
We have no time.
We have no time again because...
We just have to make it work.
I'm just so tired that I'm so looking forward to this trip.
Just doing nothing.
Well, we're going to be doing a lot. 3 a.m.
When I'm not
sunrises.
working, I'm fine doing things. You know? I can wake up at 6, totally fine. But when my mind is in work mode, it just shuts down.
Yeah. It's so funny. I had one of the directors I told you, she messaged me. She was just like, hey, what's your capacity for the next 30 days? I'm like, listen, I am gone for half of those 30 days.
Right. And I'm going on a 2-week vacation, not even a month into my new role.
Not even a
because
month.
I did tell my now boss, which was my boss's boss before, I'm like, so I had no idea this was going to happen, but this is my vacation booked. And he's just like, my policy is that you take time when you need it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But you're looking at my whiteboard. We're not in the best state right now.
Yeah.
And so I have to plan for my Q2
September it's definitely another
September is one of those
busy month because quarter end is coming up. Sorry, not even just quarter end.
Year end
fiscal year end is coming up. So, and I'm taking a vacation in the middle of it.
Right before it starts.
Right before, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. So, episode 7. Lucky 7. I have no clue what we're going to be talking about because, again, Call likes to keep secrets around here.
Okay, so I've recently gotten to a hobby of reading. I'm like, that should be a basic necessity.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, this bitch doesn't read.
When was the last time you read a book for fun?
2 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I recently got into reading because I was at Indigo and I just have made a trip out of it every weekend for the last few weeks. And right now I'm reading about a book.
How do you find the time to read?
I just don't watch my K-dramas.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
Right? And so right now I'm reading a book called The Winds Are Not. And it's based off reality where basically you make up your own stories of what you think will happen. But basically in this world.
Isn't that what I do all the time?
The queen actually solves mysteries on the side. Like Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
And so because we've watched 4 seasons of The Crown, I have an image of the queen in my head.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a really lighthearted, fun book, murder mystery, all that stuff. Well written. Okay. Anyways, I picked up this book
okay.
today called 3,000 Questions About Me.
What?
And this will be reminiscent of our drunk versus sober Q&A, but we're just sober and tired. And what we'll do...
It's almost 12 o'clock.
It's 10:42.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
my
boomer.
God,
Boomer.
I'm so tired. Okay.
All right. And so what we'll do is just read questions to each other and then answer it. There's literally 3,000, so there's no shortage of questions.
Okay. Well,
Ready?
this book will come in handy.
Yes. So
how much was this book?
$13.
Jesus Christ.
It's not bad. Most books are like $20.
So it's $13 divided by 13 divided by 3,000. That's how much each question is worth.
Okay, let's do the math because I'm curious. So 13 divided by 3,000.
How much?
Oh wait, I should have done it the other way. Not me working with numbers every day in my job and
while
just not
using
knowing.
a calculator.
Okay, you know what? It just doesn't. It costs under $1 per question. I think it's like 0.0043 cents.
The profit.
The profit. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know how we should do this. Basically, I can just flip it and you tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Right. How many questions are we doing?
I don't know. It's up to you. This is episode 7.
So 7?
7 questions each.
Okay, cool.
Ready?
Yep.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop. I want you to list the 4th line on your page on the right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 1204.
Okay.
What do you find? How do I say this word?
For someone who's picked up reading.
Ethereal?
Okay.
Ethereal? Ethereal.
Okay.
What do you find ethereal?
What, can I get a definition of that word?
I don't know. Should we just use
Can you
another
choose a different one?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Oh my God,
Tell me when
that's
to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Left or right page?
Right page.
Okay.
4th line again.
Okay. Question 1414. Which do you like more? I don't even know the answer. A really good book or a really great movie?
Well,
if you couldn't deduce from the last 5 minutes.
oh gosh. You know what's so annoying?
What?
When I watch movies with people and the movie's based on a book and they're like, well, actually the book, that's not even what happened. This is what freaking happened in the book. I freaking cannot stand that. Okay?
My brother with Marvel. Oh my god.
Okay, well, you know. What is it?
A great movie.
100%.
Of course.
My turn.
I know there was one book you read, it was like Rocket Hearts.
Rocket Hearts?
From like 6 years ago. Yeah.
I don't even know that book.
It had to do, there was Rocket.
I did. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Stop. Left page, 7th question.
Okay.
Question number what?
1492.
Okay.
Who's the author of this? 1 second.
What?
Who's the freaking author of this? How much money did you make off of this book? Oh my god. I can't even find the author.
Maybe they want to remain anonymous for a reason.
1492.
Okay.
Do you think you could ever be a firefighter? If so, why or why not?
Okay, I have watched 911.
Okay.
You know the
Yes,
show?
yes.
I've been watching the Texas Lone Star one.
Okay.
I feel like I could be a firefighter
Mhm.
because I get really involved with work and I'm like, this is my family.
Mhm.
And most of the time, you just kind of hang around until we get called.
Have you seen the training to become a firefighter?
This is what I mean. This is why I want to become a firefighter because I'll just be fit.
Oh, okay.
Don't have to worry about this. But I could die. So that's also a very high risk.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind.
But
I'm just helping people.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
think I
I'm
could
thinking
be
about
more.
all the hot people you'd be working with.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Next question.
Yeah.
Number 2.
All right. Let me know when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, left or right?
Left, number 2.
Sorry. Say it again. Left or right?
Left.
Number 2?
Yep.
Question 2087. When you were in grade school, did you bring your lunch or did you buy it from the school?
What the heck kind of question is this? Okay, I would obviously bring my lunch, pack my Dunkaroos, you know.
Ooh, R.I.P. No
R.I.P. But, you know, hit up Baked in Toronto for your
some Dunkaroos.
Infused and non-infused goods, okay? I would bring my lunch, but of course, you know, there's this one spot by our school in the Guild called Sunny's. Chef's kiss, the best fries.
By the way, in grade school, which I take as elementary school, we couldn't buy lunch in school. Like, we had no cafeteria.
Yeah, there's no cafeteria, okay?
Right.
There was like a plaza that was a block away.
But we had to get a note from our parents that let us go out for lunch.
Yeah, it's either we had to get a note to go out for lunch, or anyone who was going home for lunch and lived nearby would like buy lunch for us on their way back. Yeah, so.
But yes, Sunny's had the best fries, and it came in those like styrofoam things. Did you put ketchup and like shake your styrofoam?
No, you did that.
Oh.
I like ketchup on the side.
Ugh. But then that one fry gets soggy.
Exactly. But it's like, imagine Costco fries, but elevated. Just a little.
Because Costco fries get like limp and oily after. But these fries...
But also, Costco fries, like, there's like tiny pieces. Like, these fries are pretty uniform.
Yeah, because they're like real potatoes,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It was so good. Oh my god. You can tell it was like double fried too.
Runner up was Value Mart. Remember their chicken deal?
Their chicken and wedges. It was like $5.
Nothing beat that. That was prime for me in what, grade 7?
Yeah, grade 7, grade 8. So, I mean, a mixture of both, but I would bring my lunch for the most part.
Right. Yeah. Do you remember in grade 7 and 8?
When you bring McDonald's?
No, not that. No. Whenever we have lunch, like, we always end up going to a person's desk. Like, we end up sitting around someone's desk.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember. Yeah, so, like, lunch was in the classroom. We couldn't go outside or anything.
We had no cafeteria.
Yeah, so we would always just circle around someone's desk, or you just eat at your own desk.
Yeah. But, yeah, because our school was pretty small.
It was, for a school in the Guild.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yes. Stop.
Okay.
The right page and the very last question.
Okay, question number 1335.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't. Oh my gosh. What keeps you on pins and needles?
When you say pins and needles,
like what keeps you on edge?
What keeps me on edge? On the highway. This is one of the reasons I cannot drive. Okay. Related to driving.
Okay, of
course.
Like,
specifically, like, on the highway when, like, someone isn't in their lane and they're like in your lane a little bit and you're like, what's happening? Are you coming into my lane? Like, I don't know what's going on. And then also with driving, when you feel the tires lose grip during winter when you're making a turn, it literally makes me clench my ass.
I know. I freaking
Do you remember your Versa?
Oh, my old car, yes. But even, like, now, like, you just gotta take control of your car. But even now, like, when I'm driving and it just, like, swerves a little, Cole's like, grabs everything.
Allison, my desk!
Oh, my desk going up!
Just press the button. Oh, my God. My desk is one of those that are motorized, and so she hit a setting that made it go all the way up to standing, which is Allison's height.
So, what keeps you on pins and needles is...
like...
unsafe driving?
Unsafe driving.
Oh my God.
Or just, like, unexpected driving. I feel like it roots back to, like, when my dad dropped me off at school once in our Honda Pilot, and my old townhouse and the neighborhood behind it. It was, like, pure ice, and we literally, like, like twirled around
Yeah.
and almost hit a tree. So that's why I associate that feeling of losing grip with. And I'm just like, it's so scary. My dad was like, it's fine. And I literally was like crying. The trauma.
That's so funny. Oh my
yes,
god.
that's what keeps me on pins and needles.
This is what, question 3? Yeah.
No, it's 2.
No, this is going on 3, no? Oh, we're still on 2?
I don't know.
No, we're on 3.
Is anyone keeping count?
Okay, what did I ask you? So I asked you...
The firefighter question.
Firefighter.
Pins and needles.
Pins and needles. Oh yeah, we're still on 2, right?
Yeah. So we're on 3 now.
Yeah.
I think.
I want the last page.
Okay.
And the very last question.
All right. Question 3000.
Okay.
When you're sick, do you grin and bear it? Or just curl up in bed as much as possible?
Grin and bear it?
Do you basically just try and like power through your sickness? Or are you just like, ugh?
It honestly depends, okay? Because when I had my ear infection...
Oh my god, she was out for fucking 2 weeks.
It took me out, okay? When I tell you, I was laying there, but I wasn't even sleeping, okay? Because I was in pain.
Mm-hmm.
I was in so much pain. It was uncomfortable. I couldn't hear.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to say, like, yeah, I curl up in bed when I'm sick. There's times where, like, you have to tough it out regardless. Like,
if you have a cold.
Yeah, you know, but when I had that ear infection, like, I was dying.
Yeah, and you rarely get that kind of sick, right?
Yeah. Even, like, I know my coworkers were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you never miss work. What's happening?
Yeah.
You know?
I remember you were taking antibiotics and, like, popping Tylenols.
Yeah.
So often.
Yeah, every 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
Plus my antibiotics. Plus my ear drops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It was, like, the worst 2 weeks ever. Like, I had the antibiotics for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back to the doctors because I still couldn't hear.
Wow. Yeah, you've been having ear problems.
Yeah, and I still had an ear infection, by the way, after the antibiotics. So I had to get ear drops on top of that.
That's crazy. All right.
My turn.
Do you
to
see
ask
how
you?
this just, like, opens up random story?
Yeah, story time.
I know.
All right,
Hold
tell
on.
me when.
Stop. Why'd I say it like the right page, the 8th question.
Sorry, I'm reading questions here. Oh my god, you picked the one I was reading! Okay, wait. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's the one I was reading. Question 1238. What or who keeps you grounded?
Oh. What or who?
Mm-hmm.
Just one person?
Yeah, what or who?
Oh, what or who?
Mm-hmm. Keeps you grounded.
Honestly, I would say for the last couple years, it's been my nieces.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, anytime I think about a problem that's just, like, unsolvable or, like, a situation I'm going through.
Sorry.
Or just, like, a situation I'm going through in my life that I'm just, like, this is the end. I'm, like, fucked up, you know? Like,
yeah.
When you feel that way, I can just go downstairs, because I still live with them right now, and just, like, see them, and I'm like, wow. You know? Like, these are... They're
so innocent.
Yes, they're so innocent, and they're kind of like dogs in a way, where it's just, like, you know the thing of, like, be the person your dog thinks you are?
Yeah.
It's, like, one of those things, where I'm just, like, all they want to do is play with me. All they want to do is hang out with me. And I'm just
Except
like...
that one time, right? When they asked.
Fuck you. Backstory. I went into the office.
Yes. This is like
on
Thursday.
You know? We still work from home most of the time. We have the freedom to choose if we go into the office and for how long, etc. We can edit our work hours around it so we're not traveling during peak times. Anyways, I go to work. I come home. It's like 7 o'clock. Come home. I'm like, Tita's home. Because when my dad comes home, they run to him, hug him.
Yeah.
I come home, no reaction. No feet padding towards me. And then my brother, he tells his kids, he's like, guys, Dita's home. Nothing. Okay, Dita's home and she has a surprise. Run. They run towards me. I get smothered in hugs and kisses. When there's no surprise, they're gone. And then they ask, where's Tita Allison? I'm like, okay, so I'm not that aunt. I'm just an aunt.
Yeah, you're not the aunt, okay? You're not the tita, okay?
Because you always bring them stuff they shouldn't eat, and it's why Zaya has so many cavities.
That's not because of me, okay?
It's because you and my dad are literally the worst. First of all,
how can you say no to them? Oh my god.
All the time.
So cute.
But they are the ones that, oh my god. They are the ones that keep me grounded for sure as of late, because I'm just like, oh shit, you know? Like, these kids look up to me. You become a figure in someone's life and you're just like, you have to get your shit together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, if not for me, for them. When I have my kids, for them. But, yeah.
Question number 4.
Ready?
Sure. Stop. First one on the left.
Oh. Question 976.
Okay.
What is the nicest thing a stranger has ever done for you?
Ooh.
Right? There are some good ones here.
Nicest thing a stranger has ever done for me.
I wish I got this answer. Fuck.
Well, you can answer it too.
We're halfway through, man. Like, I wish we should have just answered both.
What is the nicest thing a stranger has ever done for me? I'm trying to think of, like, one specific moment that stands out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. I have, like, one recent memory
Okay.
that pops up in my mind. There's, like, multiple memories that, like, popped up in my head, but the most recent one that's vivid in my head. So my car, not recently, but I would say a few months back, my car stopped working. So I was going into my garage, and where you tap your fob in for, like, the door to open, and my car just stopped working. It literally just shut off. Like, it was still on drive. Like, everything just, like, shut off. And I was like, what the hell happened, right? Yeah. And it wasn't turning on or anything. And then there was a full lineup behind me.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, this is so embarrassing. So I was telling, like, the other people behind me to go ahead. Yeah. So then one of the guys came, and he's like, hey, like, what's going on? There's a lineup here. And I'm like, I know. My car can't start. Yeah. And then I'm like, you can go through the other side. And he's like, okay. He was, like, being a little jerk, whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? So about 10 cars passed me, like, going down the other side. Like, literally 10 cars. And then one guy, who you least expect, stopped his car. And then he was just like, hey, miss, what's wrong? And I was like, my car just, like, stopped working. Yeah. And he's like, I can't believe these fucking assholes went down and didn't help you. And he's like, didn't even ask what was happening, you know? And then he's just like, here, let me see if I have, like, a jumper cable, whatever, right? Aww. And his cable wasn't in his car. He's like, oh, I think it's in my girlfriend's car. So he calls his girlfriend, and he's like, hey, like, are the cables in your car? And I'm like, yeah, they're in my car, but she wasn't there. So he's like, oh shit. He's like, hey, let me try and call someone. But then, like, as this is all happening, another neighbor comes, and he parks, like, 2 cars in front of me, right? And he's like, hey, what happened? And I was just like, my car stopped working. Like, I don't know what to do. Yes. And then he has one of those jumper where it's, like, not even cables, like, it's in a little machine. Okay. So you just clip it on, and you just press the button.
Oh, it's just like a defibrillator.
Yeah, literally.
Car, yeah.
Literally. And I was like, oh, this is sick. So I turned on. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you guys, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get my car checked out. I don't want to drive this anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as I'm driving down and then I'm making the corner turn into my parking spot, my car shuts off again. And then, like, both of them, again, gets out of their car and they're like,
oh my God,
what happened? Like, you know, I was like, oh my God, it stopped working. And he's like, oh my God, this is not safe. Make sure you don't drive this car. So then the other guy, like, got his thing again, attached it to my battery, boosted it, like, there, it was working. And he was just like, oh, make sure you get someone to check your car. I was like, okay, thank you both, like, you know. And then so that was
what
like,
was the
honestly
issue with your, because it was working fine today.
my car is like 8 years old and I need a new battery. I changed the battery in my car.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I got a new battery. So yeah, that's what happened. So that's like the most recent thing that a stranger has done, because like I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, who do I even call? I don't even know who to call. Okay, do I call CAA? I'm like, how much does that even cost? Like, you know, like I honestly don't know anything. So, and on top of that, I'm happy that it was like still bright outside. Okay.
Ooh,
and
it was dark.
Yeah, and I wasn't on like the side of the road. I was like literally already at my house, and these are like my neighbors, you know. So I was just like, okay, well, thank you, you know. So that's like one
so nice
of like the nicest things a stranger's ever done for me.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Ready?
Yes. Stop. The last question on the left page.
Question 1170. Would you ever spend a night on the beach?
Wait, like sleeping on the beach?
Sleeping on the beach. Wouldn't recommend that, though.
No, because you know what?
The bugs.
And just sand never leaves.
It's disgusting.
I literally have bags and have blankets from beaches years ago that when I shake it, grains of sand still come out.
Yeah, it just doesn't go.
Right? And when we were in Mexico, God, our ankles get bitten by those bugs. It's so gross.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but sand mites, I think.
Sand ticks, maybe?
Sand mites, I think.
Sand mites? That sounds gross. I don't like it.
Yeah, so gross. Anyways, question number 5.
I love how you got a very deep one. It's just like, would you sleep on the beach? Tell me when.
I want question number 16.
Okay. So specific.
So specific.
All right. Ooh, okay.
Another good one?
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Physically or emotionally?
It's up to you to interpret.
If I could change one thing about myself, what would it be? Shit. Okay. I'm gonna give you a 2-part answer. One is like more mental, the other one's more physical.
Okay.
Mentally, I would probably change my procrastination habits.
Yes.
Just because for me, if I don't have a deadline, it's not getting done until it's due. You know, I'll get it done, but it's just like there's things that I just procrastinate on. Okay? It could be like the littlest things too. I have laundry, like clean laundry, okay, in my basket from like weeks ago. Because I
go through those phases too. I literally had,
you know, I have to clean like my desk area. Haven't done it. Like there's times when I get in this mood of just like pure laziness. Right?
Vibes.
And I don't know how to shake it off.
You're seeing it right now with me.
Oh, this is nothing. This is nothing.
I'm like in a state of chaos right now. Yeah. If you can't tell.
My room is
but mess. When your room is a mess, it's like a mess.
It's a mess. Okay. And not that I'm dirty. It's just like it's just chaotic. I get it. When my brain is chaotic, my room is chaotic.
Yes.
So there's that. And then physically, I would get a boob job. As in, like,
reduction
and, like, probably, like, a 34C.
Yeah.
Teardrop.
It just changes your posture, it changes your
Yeah,
silhouette, changes everything.
I've always wanted to get my boobs done. Always.
Yeah.
From like, I think about like when I started thinking about it, and I would say probably since I was like 17, 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think because that's when they kind of fully grew, and you're like, mm.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh, I don't really. But then I look at I remember, I'm trying to think about my boobs back then. I'm like, wow. I think really nice, perky boobs.
I used to hate how my boobs looked, but recently when I look at them in the mirror, I'm like, I like you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew to like them. Or maybe, I don't know if they've been just changing slightly over time, but when I look at them now, I'm just like, you're good. But I know, what is it? We know the boobs we want.
Yeah.
Like, what I, like, I think I have a vision of, like, what I want my boobs to look like.
Yeah.
But just, like, genetically, just was not born with that.
I would love to, like, freely just wear shirts without any bra. And it's like, I know I can do that now, but it's like, I'm not comfortable doing that now.
Right.
I know I can because I can do whatever the fuck I want,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just, like, not comfortable doing that now.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
I feel you. All right. Give me question number
23?
Yes.
I fuck it. How do I know, man?
It's my number.
Jeez,
Allison. Oh, wait. Never mind.
I freaking know you, man.
It's the same page as 16.
Okay. Did you read it already?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay,
I only looked at 16. Why?
Because it was on the same page. That's why
No.
23. What is your most marked characteristic?
Marked?
So I guess what is your most...
like, distinct characteristic?
Yes.
I don't know. My most distinct characteristic.
I think I know.
Just, like, maybe, like, when people think of it, they know it's me right away. Or, like, that makes me stand out.
Yeah, like, what's your most... Yeah, what makes you stand out? What's something about you that stands out?
It's so hard to think of myself in that way. I don't know. What the fuck? Okay. Let me think about this.
I guess think about it in third person. If someone were to look at you.
Not my height.
No. But what is your most distinctive characteristic? I don't think, is a height part of character?
When you say characteristic, do you mean like physical attribute? Or just like something about you, whether it's just like what you do?
Either or.
Like all of that stuff.
Whatever.
I feel like it's twofold.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with my expression.
Okay.
So I think it's my voice or just like how I talk and like how often I use my hands. Because I'm a very handsy person. Like when I talk, you know what I mean?
Pause. Very handsy.
No, not like that. Okay. But yeah, that's what I think it is. I don't know.
Really?
What? I don't look at myself in that way where I'm like, what's my most marked characteristic?
I think your most distinctive characteristic, if I were to describe you, would be that you're very detail-oriented.
Really? Because I feel like I'm missing a lot of details at work recently.
No, I feel like you're very detail-oriented with your work and personal life. I know, like, there's pockets of moments where you're like, oh, what's happening? But at the end of the day, you know what's happening.
Oh, yes. I think you're right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or I think, yes, I feel like I'm all knowing, like I know all the details.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and if someone were to be like, physically, it would be like, oh my gosh, she's fucking tall. Because for a Filipino.
Yeah.
For a Filipino, specifically.
Right. A lot of Filipinos are you.
Me!
I think E and I are quite, like, tall for Filipinos, because her and I are kind of almost the same height.
Yeah, E's like, what, 5'4"?
5'5".
She's 5'4", 5'5".
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's her shoes that make her look taller. All right. Question 6.
6. Stop.
Left or right?
Give me left, number 1. What?
Question 1456. Have you ever had to go to court or testify? And if so, what for?
No, I haven't. However, I did get jury duty. I did get jury duty notice in the mail. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I don't have time
That
for
was
this.
me. I was like, I don't have this.
Yeah,
This is
I
the wrong
was
time to
literally
be a
like-
citizen to serve
I was
justice.
like, are you kidding me? I was like, there's no freaking way. And I was like reading the whole thing. And it was like, you have to fill out the form within 30 days, whatever.
Oh my God, I need to fill mine out.
Yeah, you can't even pretend like you didn't get your form or you lost it, whatever. Because you literally, if they were to ask you, it fully says there that if they were to ask you like what happened, why you didn't like report back, you have to have a legitimate reason, and not receiving it in the mail because is not a good enough reason apparently.
Oh.
So, unless your address changed, that would be your proof.
Right. I work from home, so they literally are just like, no excuse.
Yeah, so I got jury duty notice, so I filled out the paper, and then I got a second notice in the mail. I was like, shit, I guess
it is upon me.
I guess I passed the first round. I don't know how this works. So a couple months later, I got another notice in the mail, and this time it said it was for the months of February, March of this year. Right? And so fill out the questions again, you sign, whatever, never heard back. So I'm assuming they didn't pick me.
No news is good news.
No news is good news.
Okay.
We're still on 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop. Read me the very first question on the right page.
Question 931. Is there any one product that has changed your life in a good way? Ooh, I kind of like this one.
Like when you say product, I think of makeup.
Anything, any product.
Right away. A product.
That has changed your life in a good way.
Okay. It has to be like facial stuff related. Okay,
I thought you were going to say your glasses.
Oh, I mean, that's a given.
Okay.
But
What is it?
So, as you know, I've dealt with acne my whole life. I literally have pictures on my phone.
Can you show me pictures? Because I don't.
You don't remember the acne I've had?
No, okay, here's the thing, you guys. You know when you have a pimple that you're the only one who notices your pimple?
No, Allison, I've had acne. But you know what?
But like I need to see pictures. Like I don't know.
I don't have any from high school, but what happened like maybe in my early to mid 20s was I would just get so many breakouts here.
Oh, adult acne.
Adult acne.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't like the teenage hormonal acne. It was related to dairy. Right? Or just like eating something specific. So anyways, I always wore a lot of makeup, but COVID kind of stopped that for me, which let my skin breathe. But my acne would be all the way around here. I remember taking pictures from this way and it was literally just like circles.
Oh my God.
Like literally, and I would zoom in to after I washed my face and like there would be like little like pus coming out. Like it was bad. And there's this one product. So on Instagram, I got caught, like in the ads. Have you heard of them?
Okay, first of all, let's block that out. We are not sponsored.
Okay, there's this Canadian pharmacy online that can issue you prescriptions without ever having to talk to a doctor or dermatologist. And so you send pictures of yourself, what you want to fix, etc. I got sent this thing, I think it's called stevia, but not the sweetener or something similar. And what it does is that it peels the layer, like the very top layer of your skin.
Sounds so painful.
No. Your face just gets very dry and it sheds a little bit.
Okay.
So it basically forces your skin to regenerate.
Yeah.
And my skin was so dry. But when I tell you, like, I haven't had bad breakouts, like the ones in my pictures in my gallery for 3 months. Like, I mean it. Like, one time, my sister-in-law's sister, we were having dinner and I came down and she's like, your skin looks so good. She's like, your forehead. She's like, what makeup are you wearing? And I was like, nothing. I was like, I'm wearing sunscreen. And she's like, that's your skin? I'm like, yeah. And like, for someone who has had acne their whole life, for someone to like be surprised about your skin or like think your natural skin has makeup is like the biggest confidence booster ever. And I would have to say it's that product that changed me for sure.
Do you still use it?
Every now and then, like on certain breakout spots, but not on my whole face because it dries you out, man.
Ah, okay.
And you know what it costs? Nothing, because of my
because
of my benefits. Yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
Okay. Perks.
I just asked you.
Oh, episode.
Question number 7. Are we on 7? We're on 7. Sure? Should we just do... No, can you pause this?
Hey, everyone.
We had a little technical difficulty there.
So, as you're listening to this now, we were supposed to answer question 7, but we answered question 7 for each other and a bonus one.
Yep, so I answered question number 7 and Colleen chose question number 700.
And then we answered question 1 together, ended it off on a good note, and then my laptop.
The ending
was so good.
Smooth, you guys, so smooth. And then your laptop glitches. It
turned pink, the screen, and like I heard it in my ear, just like repeat my voice, and it just shut out.
Oh my god.
And it's like, it's 1:45 right now, and we are just like, are you kidding me?
So, let's re-record question 7. We're going to re-record our bonus question for you.
Right.
So, I did question 7 earlier, but let's switch it up. Give me question number 77.
77. All right. Ooh, okay. Really?
Okay.
Have you ever had an internship? If not, what would be your dream intern job?
Ooh, can I answer both of those questions? Because it's like a 2-parter, right?
Yeah.
So yes, I did have an internship. I won't say where, but it had to do with kids with autism, right?
Oh, I forgot that was your internship.
Yeah, that was my internship in college. Loved it. I appreciated every single moment.
But it also helped you realize...
It helped me also realize that it was not the field for me.
That's good, though. Good for you.
Yeah. I enjoyed my education and what I was learning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret it, but that internship was really like an eye-opener for me.
I feel like it was very heavy and like emotionally taxing for you.
It was very emotionally
draining. And you also came out you were just coming out of your very own pivotal point in your life.
Yeah. It was
a lot.
It was a lot, but I appreciated every single moment of it.
So what would be your dream internship then?
My dream internship would probably be with either Google.
Yeah, I've seen like TikToks or videos of their office.
Yeah, something with Google or marketing. Either Google or I think about living my
what?
My life at Vogue. But I think I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry, Anna Wintour. I was thinking about Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, you're thinking of Devil Wears Prada, yeah. But I think I wouldn't survive the first 3 days. But my ideal internship would probably be with Google or probably like a women activist or something where you travel the world.
Yes, you just get to tag along.
Yeah, just a little,
do things,
Just tag along on the trip, you know?
Yes.
All right. Do you want me? Can I pick out a question for you?
Do
777.
Yeah.
777.
This better not stop again.
No.
I was like, we cannot re-record this.
Okay. Question 777. This is good.
Okay.
What is one thing in your life you can't make a decision about? One thing.
That I can't make a decision about?
Yeah.
What
is one thing?
If I want to move
Oh, yeah.
to the West Coast.
Oh, you're always changing. Today you told me Texas.
Okay, that was very like sarcastic, you know, just like let's go to it's like me saying right now, let's quit our jobs, Allison.
Always.
I have always seen Vancouver or like the West Coast of Canada in my future.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, go. And like even my brother, he just like, I thought you wanted to go to Vancouver at one point. I'm like, I do. But I'm just very attached to my family.
You are. You're very attached.
And I just like don't want to move away right now because I feel like I won't see my nieces at this age. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
And I just don't want to miss that part of their lives. So if I move, I'd probably move like, you know, out of the house, but we still would live in the city. But if my brother didn't have kids, like I would move to Vancouver.
The thing is, he's always going to have kids.
I know.
And they're going to be kids for the next 14 years.
Yeah.
So at one point, are you like, I'm going to do this for myself?
Yeah. I will. There's a lot of things I've been doing for myself recently where I'm putting myself first. Mm-hmm. But this is one of those things
where you can't make a decision about.
I can't make a decision about it because I'm just like, you know, my family is one of like my roots or lifelines. And I feel like there are some people that can do it very easily, or it's just they've always done that.
Yeah.
They moved around a lot. But for my family, we've always been in Toronto or just like in Ontario.
Yeah.
And we have no other family out in the West Coast. So it's not like I have family to live with. I'm literally on my own there. Mm-hmm. So that's one I can't make a decision on.
Whether or not you should be a West Coast hoe.
Yeah, just all the signs recently of people moving there.
But we do have Saturday to explore where you could possibly live.
Right.
So we do have that one extra day to
the 18th. Yes, I put a calendar event in unofficially for my coworkers. I'm like, anyone who's in Vancouver
at this time,
we're hanging out. It's been over a year. You're gonna meet the other Allison that I work with.
Who's the other Allison?
The Korean Allison.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're all gonna hang out. And you know my coworkers already. You met them at the Christmas party. They love you.
We're all. I won't say. But question number one. Question number one is the bonus question, you guys.
Yes. We'll answer it again.
Just to end things off.
Yeah, because it was a really good question. And
it was. I wasn't expecting it to be a good question.
Yeah, I was like, why did you start off with your strongest one? And then the last one was so stupid.
Man.
Okay, question number one.
Okay.
You can go first. What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Well, since I've already answered this question.
You can answer for both of us. We'll just feed off of each other.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know, Call was going on a rant of, like, making sure that her family's good. Everyone around her is good.
Yeah.
Just being able to provide, right? Not worrying about anything such as bills. And it's not that we can't pay our bills, because we can, because we're working women out here, okay? Mm-hmm. That's not the problem. The problem is the fact that we have to work in order to pay these bills that just never ends, you know? whether it's your phone bill, where Canada has like Toronto,
They
Ontario
have-
specifically, it's like the highest.
We have the most expensive phone plans in the world.
Yes.
One of the most, if not the most.
The most freaking expensive phone bills. You know? So
it's ridiculous.
That you're paying your electricity, rent, or a mortgage, property tax, insurances, whether it be health insurance, car
Life
insurance, whatever
everything.
insurance it is that you're paying. There's freaking car payments if you have any. There's gas. There's your transportation costs to get to and from somewhere.
On top of that, just any debt you accumulated from school.
Anything.
Buying things,
You know, anything. You know?
There's just so much, you know?
Like, if I had $1 million. So. Oh
Ew.
my god. Ew. I hate when I'm editing our episodes and I hear us say the same thing at the same time.
But it's not even
We
like
don't
plan it.
We don't
No,
plan
we
it.
just end up finishing each other's sentences and saying the same thing at the same time.
It just happens, you guys.
Yeah, we're not a fan of it. Please don't get us wrong. We're not like twins. Like, no.
Twinning.
We're like, ew, get out of my head.
I know you don't pay rent here.
Okay.
So, to close it off, the definition of pure happiness, which we can both agree on, is peace of mind.
Yeah. One of the examples I gave in the now erased recording is like when I can tell my parents, or my dad specifically, I'm like, you don't have to work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I saw this one YouTube video where this guy, software engineer, made an app. It blew up. For Christmas, he gave his parents a letter,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like, you don't have to worry about the house anymore. And he
Paid
wrote them a
off.
check
Yeah.
for that. And his parents were just crying, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to do that. The worst
It's a
thing,
big deal. Listen, a mortgage, you're in debt for 25 years,
Bro.
man.
it literally says 25 years or more. Like, that's the thing. Like, what is so hard about us being at this age right now is that we see how much our parents have aged.
Yeah.
And, like, you're more aware of their mortality as you grow older.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, one of the markers for me of perfect happiness is when I can fully take care of them and make sure they're good for however long they're alive.
Yeah.
And then we just travel the world.
Yeah.
If I had
$1 million. If you guys haven't watched episode 6, go ahead and check that out. Yeah,
That's
you know
it.
what?
Yeah, sorry. We're just, this better not glitch. We're just low on energy.
I will manifest peace of mind for both of us. And for any of our listeners right now, manifesting that for you as well. Manifesting, putting it out there, whatever you're going through.
Yeah. It's not like manifesting is magic or anything like out of this world.
Mhm.
It's about like the action you take and just reminding yourself that this is what you want to be or have in the future.
Yeah.
And everything you do now will be put towards that. So let's just all manifest, everyone.
Moment of silence.
Because I closed my eyes.
Yes. It's like, are we doing a prayer right now?
No, I'm tired.
Like, I don't pray. Anyways.
That wraps it up.
That wraps up episode 7 of season 2 of Two Cold Brews. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for freshly brewed episodes every Monday.
You can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Two Cold Brews. For sneak peeks and teasers, you can check out our Instagram page.
There will be no teaser, am I right?
You're right, because our next episode will be on
October 4th. Again, October 4th, you guys. We'll be back. Your Two Cold Brews and your sweetener are going on a girls' trip. And we'll be back to spill all the tea.
I must note, a responsible and safe girls' trip.
Why did you have to note that?
Oh, because, like, you know, everyone's just, like, traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, we are being cautious.
Oh, okay,
and
that's
doing
what you mean.
all the things.
Sorry, that's
Yo,
what you mean. I'm like,
get
we're not gonna be like Vegas girls. Like, what's happening?
Oh, no. We're
Okay.
just, like, we're gonna be smart about our travel. Don't worry.
Yes.
But yeah.
Vaxxed and wax.
See you then.
Adios, amigas.